Imagine having $1 million. Sounds like a lot, right? But what if everyone else has 2 million? Suddenly you might not feel so rich. This is the concept of relative wealth. It's an intriguing aspect of our psychology that deeply influences our financial decisions and overall satisfaction. Let's explore this a bit further. Suppose you're earning $50,000 a year while your peers are raking in $100,000. Even though $50,000 is a decent sum, you might feel less affluent due to this comparison. This is because we humans have a tendency to measure our wealth not by looking at our bank balance, but by comparing it with that of others. This psychological phenomenon can often lead us to make irrational financial decisions, aiming for more, even when we have enough. It's a constant race, an endless pursuit. It can impact our contentment and our perception of success. So remember, wealth is always relative. It's not about how much you have, it's about how much you have compared to others. Did you know that the fear of losing money often outweighs the joy of gaining the same amount? This is called loss aversion. It's a psychological phenomenon where people feel the pain of loss more intensely than the pleasure of gain. For instance, if you were given a choice between a sure loss of $100 or a 50% chance of losing $200, most would choose the sure loss. This is because the potential loss is perceived as more significant than the potential gain. Loss aversion can influence our financial decisions, leading us to avoid risks, even when the potential rewards are high. But here's the thing, understanding loss aversion can help you make better financial choices. It can make you aware of your biases, enabling you to weigh your options more objectively. Loss aversion can hold you back from taking calculated risks. Understand it, conquer it, and let your money work for you. We've all heard the saying, money can't buy happiness. But what does that really mean? Let's delve deeper into this concept. It's no secret that financial stability can bring a sense of security and comfort. However, research has shown that there is a certain income level, roughly $75,000 a year, beyond which happiness doesn't significantly increase with more wealth. How is that possible, you might wonder? Well, it's because after our basic needs are met, our happiness is less dependent on material possessions and more on our internal state of mind, our relationships, and our experiences. Money can't buy love, nor can it buy a sense of fulfillment or purpose. In essence, it's not about how much you earn, but how you perceive and use that wealth. It's about the contentment derived from the non-material aspects of life. So while money can provide comfort and security, it's not a guaranteed ticket to happiness. How you frame a financial decision can drastically change your perspective. This is known as the framing effect. It's a psychological concept that influences how we perceive and respond to choices. Let's dive into an example. Imagine you're shopping for a new couch. One store advertises a 20% discount while another highlights that you'll save $200. Even though the monetary value is the same, your brain might perceive the latter as a better deal. That's the framing effect in action. This phenomenon extends beyond shopping. It can impact our investment decisions, retirement planning, and even how we perceive wealth. If we frame an investment as a potential for gain, we're more likely to take the risk. But if we frame it as a potential for loss, we're more prone to play it safe. Understanding the framing effect can help you make more rational, less emotionally driven financial decisions. It's a tool for financial clarity, allowing us to view our choices without the rose-colored glasses of subjective perception. Ever held onto a bad investment because you've already put so much into it? That's the sunk cost fallacy at work. This is a psychological phenomenon that can cloud our financial judgment and lead us down a path of poor decision-making. You see, the sunk cost fallacy is the tendency to continue an endeavor or continue consuming or pursuing an option based on the cumulative prior investment, despite new evidence suggesting that the cost, starting today, of continuing the endeavor outweighs the expected benefit. Let's imagine you've bought tickets to a concert. On the day of the event, you're feeling unwell, but you decide to go anyway because you've already paid for the tickets. That's the sunk cost fallacy whispering in your ear, convincing you to ignore your current state of health in favor of the money you've already spent. However, the money spent on the ticket is a sunk cost. It's gone whether you go to the concert or not. The decision to go should be based on whether you'll enjoy the concert in your current state, not on the desire to get your money's worth. This fallacy can have a more significant impact when it comes to larger financial decisions. For instance, you might stick with a failing business because you've invested a lot of money into it, even though all signs point to it not improving. The sunk cost fallacy can lead you to pour more and more money into a bad investment, exacerbating your losses. So, how can you avoid falling into this trap? The first step is to recognize when the sunk cost fallacy is influencing your decisions. Ask yourself, am I making this decision based on what I stand to gain in the future, or am I too focused on what I've already lost? Remember, sunk costs are just that, sunk. They're in the past, and no amount of investment now will change that. The key is to make decisions based on potential future returns, not past losses. By being aware of the sunk cost fallacy, you can make more rational decisions and avoid throwing good money after bad. Knowledge is power, and in the world of finance, knowledge is money. Let's dive into number 6, financial literacy. It's the key to unlocking your financial potential, the compass that guides your money decisions and the weapon that defends you from financial pitfalls. It's more than knowing how to balance a checkbook. It's understanding how money works, how to earn it, manage it, invest it, and how to use it to help others. It's about equipping yourself with the tools necessary to navigate the often tumultuous seas of personal finance. It's about understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, the power of compound interest and the importance of saving for a rainy day. It's about making informed decisions that will impact your financial well-being now and in the future. Remember, your financial future starts with today's financial decisions. Invest in your financial education. It's the best investment you'll ever make. Your attitude towards money can greatly influence your financial success. This is your money mindset. It's the lens through which you view all financial matters, whether it's making a purchase, investing, or even just saving. It's shaped by your experiences and beliefs, and it can either propel you towards wealth or hold you back. A positive money mindset is not just about thinking, I will be rich. It's about understanding the value of money, respecting its power, and being responsible with it. It's about recognizing that money is a tool that can help you achieve your goals, and not an end in itself. It's also about being open to opportunities. Wealth accumulation isn't just about hard work. It's also about smart decisions. And those decisions come easier when you have a positive attitude towards money. So remember, your mindset can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy when it comes to your finances. Cultivating a positive money mindset is key to achieving financial